whoever for joining in for this afternoon. And big weather story over the next few days will be a shift out of the drier conditions that we've seen, and more so a shift towards tropical rains. And right now, at least our first alert live radar is active with some showers, and we'll take a look at that coming up here in just a moment. But I want to go ahead and switch over to at least what we're going to be anticipating over the next 5 days, and looking like we're going to be seeing increasing clouds for the rest of this afternoon, several showers setting up as we head into your Wednesday. Rain likely setting up Thursday and into your Friday, with locally heavy downpours possible across the region. So again, this is something that'll gradually increase with time, rather than it just being one day of rain versus a few days where it is nice and quiet. Where it hasn't been raining, still some increase in clouds, 82 currently in Greenville. Even at the coast, 79 degrees there at the Sanitary Restaurant, looking south over Morehead City, easterly breeze at 5 miles an hour. And we're starting to see at least signs of warmer temperatures in a couple spots. Meanwhile, cool rain back across the west. And our first alert live radar showing some light showers across Rocky Mountain, points towards the north. Meanwhile, down near the south, we're starting to see some rain beginning to pick up near the Beaufort area, right along Bridges Street, the Atlantic Beach Causeway Bridge, right along Highway 70. And even some heavier cells back across the southeastern part of North Carolina, going into Columbus County and right over the Myrtle Beach area. We'll watch and see how close that complex of showers and storms will reach parts of the area over the next few hours. But overall, you get the picture. We're starting to see more and more rain inch its way closer into our area. Now, our excessive rainfall outlook for today encompasses areas from Greensboro down toward Charlotte and parts of southeastern North Carolina. But notice how Greenville into New Bern and Elizabeth City, you're not included as of right now. That begins to change when we start heading into tomorrow. That excessive rainfall outlook starts expanding eastward to include areas from Elizabeth City over into Washington, and then eventually going into Thursday, once again, all of eastern North Carolina under a marginal risk for excessive rainfall. And part of it is mostly due to a stationary boundary to our south, surface trough back to our west, but then also what we're seeing off the coast. The National Hurricane Center giving this area a 40% chance of developing over the next several days as this low pressure begins to drift a little bit further off to the north and west. You'll start noticing the rain beginning to increase going into Wednesday morning. Once we head into the afternoon, you'll start noticing how low pressure starts to migrate a little bit further north. Eventually, we'll get a surface trough there in the black dotted lines back to the west, inching a little bit closer. And so Thursday right now into Friday is looking to be the wettest as we head later on into the end of the week. And we can definitely see some heavy downpours, looking at least widespread 2 to 5 inches of rain across a good chunk of the east. Locally heavier amounts down from Wilmington over into Charleston. So again, it's one of those weekends where you just want to be sure to have at least a secondary plan in the event that some of this rain again could wash out, especially given the fact that some of this rainfall will be slow moving at times, especially going into Thursday night, Friday, and then into Saturday. Rain chances for right now, 60 to 70% Friday into Saturday. Once we get to around Sunday, Monday, we'll begin to nudge off on the rain chances, and then going into next week, we'll start to see at least temperatures increase into the lower 90s. But of course, the big main story is again what we're seeing over the next 24 to 36 hours. For those of you that are just joining, is that we're just going to be monitoring the rain here, looks like, over the coming days. So any weather questions or concerns that you have about the weather, please let me know. I'll be sure to keep you covered. I'll have another update coming up within the next hour for the latest information. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. Take it easy and be safe out there as well on this Tuesday afternoon. I'll be sure to keep you covered. So I have another update today at 4. Charlie Ironmonger and Bailey Bockover will keep you covered through the rest of the 3 o'clock hour. Thank you, guys.